Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and this is going to be the verses of the day. It'll be Colossians 18 through 21. So, wives, submit to your own husbands as it is fitting in the Lord. Husbands, love your wives and do not be bitter towards them. Children, obey your parents in all things, for this is well-pleasing to the Lord. Fathers, do not provoke your children, lest they become discouraged. So, here Paul, through the Holy Spirit, is talking about, how the family is supposed to work. It wouldn't, from the sound of it, it wouldn't be very popular today. I got these verses from my church this past Sunday. My pastor talked about this passage, and something he brought up with the wives, submit to your own husbands as it is fitting in the Lord. It's not a popular thing for submission to happen for anybody, and actually, my pastor, who's a huge history buff, was talking about how back then in Greco-Roman culture, it was popular to subjugate women. All men subjugated women. Women were second-class citizens. They had no rights and had a lot more restrictions than men did. But here, he says, wives, submit to your own husbands. So, your own husband. Women are to only submit to their husband under God. That's it. Just the man they married, the man they chose to spend their life with, that is who they submit to. They do not submit to any other man, and no other man is to tell another woman what to do. And as it is fitting in the Lord, when it fits the Lord, the woman submits to the man. If your husband is asking you to do sexual favors in exchange for washing the dishes, no, that is not fitting in the eyes of the Lord. So don't do it. If he's asking you to do things that you believe are not fitting in God's eyes, then don't do it. It says right here, submit to your own husband, the one man you marry, as it is fitting in the eyes of the Lord. That's it. It doesn't say submit in all his requests, and it doesn't say submit to all people's husbands, your own, as it fits the Lord's eyes. Husbands, love your wives and do not be bitter towards them. Again, in Greco-Roman culture, it wasn't popular for husbands to love their wives. They married for status, for power, money, whatever. And they had mistresses for love, to satisfy their desires. So this was kind of another countercultural thing Paul wrote. Love your wives. Men, love your wives. No cheating, no adultery, no, trying to flirt with other women. When you get married, that is your wife, and that is who you're spending the rest of your life and all of your eternity with. So love them, and don't be bitter towards them. Don't treat them terribly. Don't treat your marriage, throw it away or whatever. Don't be bitter towards them because they don't give you what you want or whatever. As a husband, you're supposed to love your wife and do things for your wife out of that love. You are supposed to do things for them without expecting anything back. Hearkening back to how I said, a woman, if it's not fitting the Lord, don't submit to your husband. Like exchanging something like a sexual favor for doing the dishes or cooking or something. If you're a man, oh yeah, I did the dishes, honey, so you got to do something for me. No, it doesn't work that way. Do it because you love your wife. Do something because you love her, and don't be bitter towards her. And children, obey your parents in all things, for this is well-pleasing to the Lord. So a child's supposed to obey their parents in all things. Parents aren't supposed to be a friend. They're supposed to be a parent. They're supposed to, really, love their kids and do a great job parenting. So, children, always obey your parents because that pleases the Lord. Fathers, do not provoke your children lest they become discouraged. So there's always, we've all seen it. I've seen it. I've grew up in this type of household where a father, a parent really expects, the most out of their kids, to where it discourages them and it makes them not want to play sports or do certain things because, a parent lives vicariously through their child. That's not how it's supposed to be. Don't provoke your children. lest you make them discouraged. So when you try that hard, when you're that overbearing, it's going to discourage the child. So don't do it. Find what God is meaning for them and push them towards that and push them to it. Make them do it, Get them in there. If they're really good at the piano, then not covet, but, grow that talent for the piano. Put them in a church group to play the piano, or put them in piano lessons or an orchestra or whatever. If they're a good singer, help them get better. Make a YouTube channel and have them post songs they sing on there or whatever. So help your child. Don't help them do the things you wanted to do as a child, but you weren't good enough. Help them do the things that God made them do well, gave them a talent for. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day. Peace.